Should we go to the beach? Should we go to the beach? I think that smile's a yes, don't you?
Let's go to the beach.
Go to the beach.
Ah, Wales. Are we spoilt or what? In this week's episode, we continue our adventures along the Pembrokeshire coast, marvelling at what is arguably one of Britain's most beautiful coastlines. We visit hidden chapels and devil's bridges and convince John that there really is a city in the UK's smallest city. Stick around to the end because just when we thought we'd never find it, we had one of our most special afternoons as a family in a secret wild swimming spot that we'll never forget.
We're the Newbys, a family of travellers with big dreams. I'm Tara, this is John, and this year we were joined by our little boy Crusoe. 2020 sent the world for a loop, and it sent us on a journey. Not wanting to waste a single minute or second of it, we embraced van life and travelled to over 20 countries in Europe in our self-converted camper van. With the arrival of Crusoe into the world, our priorities remain the same: to make every moment matter, to take this little family around the world and to teach our children about huge horizons, a life full of opportunity and adventure around every corner.
Good morning, Pembrokeshire.
Good morning indeed. And an early morning at that. This little dude had us up at 10 to 5.
He did. The sun is rising over in that direction. We are going to head towards
St. Govind's Chapel. Just recommended to us by somebody on Instagram. Get out. I think it was Carl.
I wonder whether I'll get as many kisses today as I got yesterday.
Probably not. Depends on how quickly you make that cup of coffee.
How is it mine? So we could go to St. Govind's Chapel and then there's a coastal path to the beach.
Nice.
Did you bring snacks?
Yes.
Yes.
Did you bring snacks, he says. Does he remember who he's married to?
Really pretty hedgerow. All sorts living in that.
Ha! So we're walking through some kind of military base. That sign, don't have to ask me twice. Don't touch any military debris. It may explode and kill you. Haven't minced their words, have they?
They haven't. So we're going to a chapel through a shooting range.
Yeah.
Okay.
Come on then.
Heads down.
Let's get out quickly.
Interestingly, I've been learning a little bit of Welsh while we've been here, and I now know the word Allen means exit or out,
Ah, well
depending
done.
on where it is.
John rather generously started that sentence with, interestingly.
Well, it's interesting if you need to know the word Allen, which means out, and if they're firing guns and tanks all around over here, it's going to be an interesting
They're
word for you
not.
to know.
I haven't seen a single tank.
That's a really great way to start a day. Look at that view. Brilliant. Don't even care what the chapel looks like now.
This looks amazing, doesn't it? Look at that spot.
Brilliant, look at it. It's hidden. Okay, we've got to go and see what's inside. Love it. To start a day.
Beautiful way to start a day. Crusoe's having his breakfast with a view this morning. Well, I suppose I am.
St Govind's Chapel is a tiny hermit cell built into the cliff. Legend has it that St Govind took refuge here while he was being pursued by pirates, and he never left. He's said to have had a magic bell which he would ring whenever pirates were spotted off the coast. And they say that if you stand beneath Bell Rock and make a wish, it will come true, provided you don't change your mind before leaving. It's an utterly charming place with little rock pools and nooks and crannies to discover, and after idling away about an hour in this hidden corner, we really had to tear ourselves away to continue our gander down the infamous Pembrokeshire coastal path. The Pembrokeshire Coast Path is a national trail that hugs the Welsh coastline for 186 miles and takes in arguably some of the most breathtaking coastal scenery in Britain. It begins in St Dogmaels in the north and runs right up until Amroth in the south, covering almost every single kind of maritime landscape and lying almost entirely within the Pembrokeshire Coast National Park. In these gorgeous summer months, it plays host to an incredible array of wild coastal flowers and bird life. If you were to try and walk it all in one go, it would take an average of 10 to 15 days of walking and is quite an undertaking, especially when you come upon the incredible fact that all the ascents and descents add up to the equivalent of climbing Mount Everest at 35,000 feet. Thankfully, we were here for a far more leisurely time, and a swim in that beautiful glass-like sea was long overdue.
Well, we have arrived on the beach and it's packed.
It is packed. Check this out.
Good on Wales, eh? Blimey.
Who'd have thought it? That was nice, wasn't it? My brave little man.
Okay, we are going to Stockpile.
Oh God, he's so bad. Darling, we're at Barrowfundle Bay.
Yeah, but we're also in
Stockpole.
Stockpole, there you go. Stockpole, so we're going to Barrowfundle Bay in Stockpole, and apparently there's a beach here. Yeah, it's National Trust as well, I think. Let's go.
Which way do you suppose? Straight?
Right, so it's that way, doesn't it?
Yeah. Okay.
Definitely not that way. Did we come the right way? Huh?
Okay.
What's here?
This is the key. That's the key.
That's very cool.
It's an astonishingly beautiful day, isn't it?
It is. We are lucky. So it looks like it is up after all. Huh?
God, it's idyllic, isn't it?
Rock crawling, Crusoe.
Rock crawling there.
Cool.
Fascinated by everything. Especially having his feet in the cold sand.
Nice.
No ways. So we've just been on Barrafundle Beach, which was absolutely beautiful, but made all the more cool by the fact that we just met jets into the sunset, Tanya and Adam, and they were genuinely two of the nicest people we've had the pleasure of having a chat to.
Thanks for the watermelon, guys.
Thanks
if you're
for the
watching.
watermelon. And Crusoe says, thanks for the cuddles.
There's a Tanya fan there.
There's a Tanya fan there. And we've got back to the minute of our parking ticket.
Where are we going next?
We are now off to St David's, I think, aren't we?
St David's, the smallest. What are you looking at, dude?
Crusoe is all smiles.
Okay, back to St David's.
So St David's, is it the smallest city in the world or the smallest city in the UK?
I think in the universe.
Maybe the smallest city in the universe.
Google reckons we are 6 minutes away from St David's Cathedral, which I would imagine is smack bang in the centre of town, or rather smack bang in the centre of the city.
Quite right.
I mean, 6 minutes away from the middle of the city. It must be jolly small because quite literally the only thing I see is a couple of hedgerows, a camper van in front of us.
And like all major routes into a city, we're being held up by a tractor.
Traffic's like in London.
It's just like in London. I tell you who would feel very familiar driving into a city like this. That dude Caleb from Jeremy Clarkson's farm.
Yeah.
This is his idea of city heaven. Right, we're entering the city.
I mean, we're here. So where's the cathedral? What is it?
You'll see.
Hall?
It's a big cathedral.
Bullshit, big cathedral. There's nothing. City centre, 5 minutes away. Still can't see the cathedral.
It's got a population of less than 2,000 people. I can see it.
I can't.
Wait.
It's a hidden church.
Yeah, isn't that cool?
Cathedral, sorry. Found it. That is really, really cool. Look at it. Totally didn't expect that. Epic.
It's quite impressive, isn't it?
It is way more impressive than I thought it was going to be.
See?
Yeah. So what's the bust up bit over there?
You tell us what the bus stop bit is, darling.
No, you're the fact finder.
I don't know. I'll have to research that for you. Should we go down and have a look?
Let's have a look.
So, the bust-up bit is actually a ruined palace, built around 1327 by Norman Bishop Henry de Gower as his residence alongside the cathedral. The palace was very grand in its day, and it's still seriously impressive when you consider the elaborate architecture dates back some 650 years. St David's Cathedral itself is the largest church in Wales, and the site on which it sits has been a place of worship since the 6th century. St David is said to have been born on a cliff top during a violent storm in 500 AD, and during his life founded a monastery on the site where St David's Cathedral now stands. He was sanctified in 1123 and shortly thereafter was proclaimed the patron saint of Wales. And so, once we'd convinced John that there was indeed a cathedral in St David's, it was time to be on our way. This time we were headed north, back into rolling hills and valleys and, of course, those ever-present sheep.
Good morning from the Devil's Bridge.
The Devil's Bridge.
Devil's Bridge. So yesterday we left St David's and we drove up north towards where we are now, which is Devil's Bridge. We're super excited to see Devil's Bridge. We're just having a cup of coffee and figuring out what to do for the day. But I think on the agenda, love, is a bridge, a hike,
Yeah.
and we'd like to find somewhere to go for a swim.
Yes, we're going to need a swim after all of that. Brilliant way to start a day. I have basically just been washing some dishes and standing next to a fella said, is there somewhere cool to go and swim later on today? He's like, yeah, I know this place really well. I've been going here for 20 years. He's a school teacher. Been bringing kids here for 20 years. But anyway, he's only gone and given me a map so I can find the places myself. I can't wait now. You won't believe what's just happened.
What's just happened?
Fella's just given me a map and given me just all of the business where we should go and what we should do.
Oh, brilliant. That's exactly what we needed this morning.
He said we've got to give it him back later.
Okay.
Something pretty cool has just happened.
Somebody just said hello to us because they recognised us from our channel.
Yeah, his name was Condi, and he watched our NC 500 video and he's thinking about going up there next year. So kind of weird to be walking along the beach yesterday and recognise somebody from YouTube, and then the very next day get recognised ourselves.
Ever being recognised somewhere.
Yeah,
that's so cool. It's amazing to think that our videos are reaching lots of people and people are finding them useful, and then they say hi and we get to like chat to and meet lots of people as we travel around.
Yeah, absolutely.
Really cool.
I love that he said hello because he didn't have to, did he?
No, he didn't.
Brilliant.
So great.
No. Man, you need coins to get in. What?
What? Now, we're not very good at preparing, and this is when it becomes a pain.
Who carries cash?
No one, especially not coins.
Oh, right. I have come back to the van to get some cash. Now on my way back to John and Crusoe. I'm not very good at driving this van. I've only ever done it once, so wish me luck.
So John waited here so that Crusoe could fall asleep. Sorry about the disgusting windscreen. There he is.
Tara ran up the hill and back down again and got the van and coins so that we can go in.
Made it. £10 of coins.
Oh wow.
Acquired.
Well done. Take two. Let's try again.
Wow.
You've got to put both in, darling, at the same time.
And it's hot. Can I blame the heat? And now what do I do? Now I
Pull
can go
it,
in.
push it in harder. There we go.
It's
Now
a
you
good
can
thing
go
you
in.
guys are here, otherwise I'd be completely ruined.
Wow, gosh.
Oh, it is a tight squeeze.
Blonde
Here we
hair.
go. See you later. Come on then. Let's go see a bridge or two.
And a waterfall.
Or three.
Hey, there's the bridges right in front of us.
Right in
We were
front, right
literally
on top of
standing
it.
on top of it.
So that's a really old bridge. That's a kind of old bridge, and that's a new bridge.
3 bridges all on top of each other,
That's cool.
isn't it?
So they think the first bridge was built in the 11th century, that one at the bottom.
Okay.
Legend has it that the devil built it to trick an old lady over the bridge so that he could claim her for his own, but she tricked him by throwing a loaf of bread over the bridge and her dog ran over, and so the devil got her dog, which I think is a bit sad, but never mind. It's actually believed that the monks from the Strata Florida Abbey were the first ones to build this bridge in the 11th century. Okay, so at the Devil's Bridge there are 2 sides that you can access, both costing £2 each. This side of the bridge that we've chosen to go to is a 45-minute walk through a beautiful nature trail. You can see the bridge and the waterfall, and then we can nip over to the other side for a different view of the bridges for another £2 and see what that's all about. It's like a proper little, well, like massive cascade.
Wow.
Look at that, isn't that absolutely beautiful? I wish we could go swimming there. These stairs are no joke. How's that, my love?
Yeah, it's just fine. Hold on to the rails all the time, otherwise, you know, they just don't want to slip. I mean,
I know, it's
you had to look
ridiculous,
back up
isn't it?
there.
Yeah, it's
Unbelievable. They should call that the Devil's Staircase, not the blooming Devil's.
We heard this morning that the government of Wales has declared a national emergency in South Wales because of the heat.
We'll definitely need a swim.
Ah, we made it.
Man.
That really is 675 steps. There's the answer we were looking for. First bridge built in the 11th century. Second bridge, 1753.
Yeah.
Third bridge, 1901.
1901. My feeling is the views of the bridge itself are better on the other side, and that's like a 10-minute walk. We've just done an hour's long cruise through the forest there. Totally worth it. It's £2 either side of the road, so if you just want to take a picture of the bridge, do that 10-minute walk straight down the steps, take the picture, come back out. But the nature walk, totally worth it. I loved it.
Absolutely beautiful, wasn't it?
Okay, my darling, let's get that map out.
That
Brilliant. Yeah, that's the one. Okay. Oh,
If I'm honest, we struggle with navigating with Google Maps.
no,
I
you
think
struggle.
you're being very optimistic.
You struggle. I used to be a Boy Scout.
Okay, Boy Scout. Let's see, give us your best.
All right, so this is an Ordnance Survey map of the Elan Valley area, which is where we are right now. So we are currently at the Devil's Bridge, which is right here. What we want to do is head out towards, along this road here, towards the arch. Apparently it's quite pretty. And then drive down, to the road here, take a swing a left, and then along here. Apparently there's a few old tin mines down here, so that'd be interesting to look at. And then we're coming along all the way down to 393.393, where I believe there's a car park. And I'm told there's really nice hikes around here and places to go and swim. Cattle grid. Should we look on the map, make sure we're going the right way?
Yep.
We've come through the tin mines here.
Yep.
We've just crossed over the bridge.
Yep.
And we're running along that side, and there's 393 right here.
So where's the cattle grid?
Right there, marked.
Okay.
Good. We're going the right way.
Well done, Boy Scout.
Whoops.
So, as it turned out, 393 wasn't an ideal swimming spot thanks to the heat wave. And so our day turned into something of an epic hunt for somewhere, anywhere to cool off. We skirted along reservoirs, longing to get in, but signs telling us it was forbidden. We dabbled with rivers in the small village of Elan, which proved to be a wee bit too chilly, and almost, very almost, admitted defeat.
Behind us is our campsite that we're staying at. You might be able to see Safari. It is right there. There. Very good.
We refused to admit defeat. We spent all day looking for somewhere to swim, couldn't find anywhere, so we came back to the campsite and desperately asked at reception, is there anywhere to go? They have given us this map.
See that? 2 people have given us maps today. Google has done nothing for us.
No, first time ever.
Yeah.
Great though, loved it. So now we are out on a walk from the campsite in search of a river in which to paddle. We have worked flipping hard for this swim, guys.
Crusoe and I are heading into the jungle.
You are really in the jungle. This is fun, isn't it?
I love walks like this. I absolutely love them. Not only because they're just fun to do and you end up scrambling around all over the place, but Tara and I have just been talking a little bit about what we're going to be doing towards the end of the year. Africa's looking extremely likely, and we've been musing about how to get there and which countries we're going to visit and what we're going to do, and it's been brilliant.
We are super excited.
Look at that! We found a place to swim, and you can definitely swim down there. Look at that! Genius! We were told at the campsite that there would be some scrambling down ditches and edges and ravines to do. Come on, my darling, don't slip. Otherwise this ends up on a different YouTube channel. It's your mum, Crusoe. easier. Well done, well done.
Come on then. Well done, boys.
Here we go, my darling. We are ready for a swim, aren't we, Mr. Crusoe?
Yes.
I'm going in first.
Okie dokie. Hello, Crusoe. Baby, what are you doing? Hi. Is this fun?
That'll do.
How's that?
Lovely. Oh man. Yes. All day. That is exactly what we've been looking for all blinking day.
Take care of me and my fragile heart. It's yours to keep, but it can break apart. I'll take care of you and all of your hopes. Hold them in my hand while we learn the ropes. Because my love is here to stay. Nothing could chase it away. And you are the keeper I'm needing to keep all my dreams.
And that is an absolutely perfect way to say thanks very much for watching this week's episode. We have absolutely delighted in Wales.
Oh man, we have just had the very best time.
Yeah, it's a great time also for us to ask for your support. If you've enjoyed this episode, please do like and subscribe. Hit the notifications button as well and leave us a comment. We always love them and we always reply to them.
Yeah, absolutely. My earring! I've just found my earring and we'll see you next week.
I've got to go and get it.
Oh, you look like a wild beast emerging from the depths.
I feel like something out of a King Arthur book.
Thank you, my love.
You're welcome. See you next week.